Greetings from On the Move with Dave B's Kitchen. July was a busy month full of travel for us. We tried some new Harvest Host stops, caught up with family, celebrated birthdays, visited some new states. We hope you enjoy coming along with us. Our first overnight stop was in Rockingham, Virginia. This was a Harvest Host visit. Our second night was at a privately owned campground in Blacksburg, South Carolina. Our third stop was at our sister and brother-in-law's, affectionately known as Kitty Cat Campground. Our next stop found us in McDonald, Tennessee, near Chattanooga. We then moved on to Kentucky with a visit to the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame. Then we continued north into Sunbury, Ohio, and tried out a new KOA. And our last stop was a Harvest Host stop in Girard, Pennsylvania. Our first overnight stay was at Shenandoah Heritage Market. This is an easy on and off of Route 81 and is just about a mile down Route 11. The main entrance is large, but there are trees and possibly cars in the parking lot that you would have to maneuver around. If you're a big rig, over 40 feet, we would suggest using the side road entrance, which comes in on Carpenter Lane. This was a much easier way to get into the parking lot. The parking lot is large, with a gravel area for the RVs to park in, and was level. Look for the large windmills. If you visit Shenandoah Heritage Market, be sure to bring your appetite. They have a great little cafe that serves homemade ice cream, homemade baked goods, lunches, snacks, and a variety of other things. The market has something for everyone, from bulk foods, meats, cheeses, jams, pickles, pie filling, baked goods. There's a huge fabric shop with quilts, a kitchen store, a leather shop with boots, saddles, cowboy hats. There's a toy store and antiques. Leave yourself plenty of time to explore when you visit. If you visit Shenandoah Heritage Market as a Harvest Host member, when you arrive, go to the main entrance, turn left, and go to Grandma's Pantry. This is where the check-in is. If you need to work off some of those goodies that you're sure to purchase, Mulligan's Golf Center is a short walk away. They have a golf practice facility, pro shop, and a mini golf course. Our second night at Cherokee RV Park was fantastic. This is a hidden gem. We had great communication from the owner. He left our invoice and payment instructions at the power pedestal. It's a beautiful, large gravel site, full hookups, as well as a gas grill and picnic table on site. There's also a beautiful arbor and deck across the road from the site with 2 chairs and a table that overlooked a field with horses. Easy access off of 85 South, about a mile from the exit. It's an easy in and out with paved roads and good Wi-Fi. All this for $36 plus tax a night. What a great stay. The third stop in our journey finds us in McDonough, Georgia, at the home of our sister and brother-in-law. We affectionately call their place Kitty Cat Campground. What a great visit we had with family. Dave quickly made himself comfortable in their patio area, which we affectionately named Kitchen Stadium. We had a Blackstone, a pizza oven, a smoker, a fridge. It was a great working kitchen. While we were in Georgia, we visited Southern Belle Farm. This was a great way to spend an afternoon. They have fresh produce, gifts, and a market full of goodies. They also have Mimi's Bakery that serves fresh peach shortcake with fresh peach ice cream, also blackberry cobbler. Be sure to take your appetite. While in McDonough, we also paid a visit to the Good Shepherd, another small family farm. They offer raw milk, free-range eggs, honey, cheese, pastured poultry, and pork. We decided to try some raw milk cheddar, their hot pork sausage, and their unpasteurized cream. Dave's back in Kitchen Stadium, whipping up some of his homemade chocolate mousse by request. One of the surprises of our summer surprise road trip was having a 50th birthday party, finally, for our youngest sister. She turned 50 in 2020, but as we all know, COVID messed up those plans. So, with almost all of our family together in Georgia, we celebrated her 50th birthday, complete with a Mexican fiesta, gifts, and for dessert, a key lime pie. Happy birthday, Laura. Hope you enjoyed. The second surprise of our summer surprise road trip was having a celebration for our father's 80th birthday. With almost all of our family able to be together in Georgia, we decided it was a great time to have a picnic and a party to commemorate this milestone birthday. Happy 80th birthday, Dad. We hope you enjoyed this special time of celebration with almost all of your family together in Georgia. Once again, we give our thanks to our sister and brother-in-law, affectionately known as Kitty Cat Campground. Their venue was certainly a perfect place for us to have these surprise birthday celebrations. We enjoyed the swimming pool and kitchen stadium, but most of all, we enjoyed being together with almost all of our family and making it a very special summer celebration. As our time in Georgia came to an end, we had one more special night together with most of our family. We headed to Scoops in downtown McDonough, and we all enjoyed an ice cream treat. Our next destination in our summer surprise road trip was Tennessee. We stayed at Chattanooga North Cleveland KOA in McDonald, Tennessee. It was very close to Chattanooga and other areas of interest. We decided to spend our first full day in Chattanooga going exploring. We went downtown to the Chattanooga Riverwalk, which runs along the Tennessee River. We found parking near AT&T Stadium and the Tennessee Aquarium. We enjoyed reading about the history of the area, as well as enjoying the views from the Bluff View Art District and the Walnut Street Bridge. We also enjoyed visiting Coolidge Park and the beautiful carousel that they had there. After all the walking on this hot July day, we decided to treat ourselves to ice cream at the ice cream show. We then continued our walk to downtown and the site of the terminal station, which is now part of the Chattanooga Choo Choo Hotel and Visitor Complex. We also explored the Glenn Miller Gardens, where 14 tracks and 7 platforms served millions of train passengers for over 60 years. It was a fun way to spend an afternoon, learning the history of this area of Tennessee. After exploring the Chattanooga Choo Choo area, we decided to once again treat ourselves to Clumpy's ice cream. They've been handcrafting ice cream since 1999. I tried the sweet corn blueberry. Dave tried the blackberry mojito. It was delicious. For supper, we decided to try some takeout from Choo Choo Smokehouse. This was recommended to us by the staff at the KOA, and they didn't steer us wrong. Everything was delicious, the ribs, the brisket, and the coleslaw. Fantastic. Our second day in Chattanooga, we decided to explore something off the beaten path, and we settled on the International Towing and Recovery Museum. This museum features restored antique wreckers and equipment from the tow truck industry. The museum also displays related toys, tools, equipment, and pictorial histories. The museum is located at 3315 Broad Street in Chattanooga. There is a $10 per person admission. We spent several hours in the afternoon exploring this unique and interesting museum. Also, be sure to leave yourself time to explore their lovely gift shop at the end of the tour. They have a wide array of gift items including magnets, t-shirts, ornaments, and a lot of local items from Chattanooga and the surrounding area. If you're looking for another unique and interesting place to visit while you're in Chattanooga, try the sculpture fields at Montague Park. This is a 33-acre public park that is populated with sculptures from all over the world. It's located on Chattanooga's south side, and it is also the largest sculpture park in the Southeast. There are no fees to visit the park. There's plenty of parking in a large gravel parking area, and there are public restrooms. If you're interested, there is also an app that you can scan at the entrance of the park that will give you an audio guide to each of the sculptures. The park is also dog-friendly for responsible pet owners. Pets must be on a leash. If you're interested in visiting this unique park, it is located at 1800 Polk Street in Chattanooga. After a day of exploring, we were starved, so we decided to get some takeout from Highway 58 Barbecue. We had ribs, coleslaw, pulled pork nachos, and we even treated ourselves to dessert, their homemade blackberry and peach cobbler. It was all fantastic. Our next destination in our summer surprise road trip was the state of Kentucky. We stayed at the Renfro Valley KOA Holiday in Mount Vernon, Kentucky. The entrance to this KOA takes you up quite a steep hill, and the roads inside the park are quite narrow, as are the sites. We are 65 feet combined with our RV and truck, but we did manage to maneuver into the site. Beware, there are copperheads around. Watch your step. This park also has a camper kitchen, which was available for campers to use, as well as many amenities for the children, including jump pad, mini golf, playground, etc. Our first day in Kentucky was a little rainy, so we decided to find something inside to do. About a half a mile from the KOA is the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame and Museum. It's located at 2590 Richmond Street in Mount Vernon, Kentucky. The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame and Museum honors Kentucky performers, songwriters, publishers, promoters, managers, broadcasters, comedians, and other music professionals who have made significant contributions to the music industry in Kentucky and around the world. The entrance to the museum is very unique, as it was once the original riding stables of John Lair, who was the founder of Renfro Valley Entertainment Center. The museum is filled with a collection of artifacts and memorabilia highlighting the careers of inductees, as well as having temporary exhibits on display. Music of all genres, not just country and bluegrass, are on display throughout the museum. You can learn more about the history of Kentucky's rich music heritage, as well as interact with instruments to create your own sound. The tour of the museum is self-guided, and you can spend as much or as little time as you wish. They have short films and interactive displays which guarantee a fun-filled experience for all ages. Admission is $10 with special rates for seniors, veterans, first responders, groups, and children. Be sure to visit their really nice gift shop, too. If you visit the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame and Museum, leave yourself also enough time to visit the Renfro Valley Barn Dance Building, which was originally opened in 1939, as well as the Bittersweet Cabin Village and Gift Shop, which is located nearby. Most of the world's bourbon comes from nearly 70 distilleries in Kentucky's bourbon country. We decided to try 3. The winner was Elijah Craig. While we were exploring the next day in Kentucky, we came upon Cornet Farm Fresh Market. They are family-owned and offer fresh produce, fruits, and meats. While exploring in Kentucky, we discovered that Kentucky Fried Chicken started in Corbin, Kentucky. So we visited Harlan Sanders Cafe and Museum, the birthplace of the original recipe. Colonel Harlan Sanders is Kentucky's most famous citizen, and he began the part of his life that brought him fame in a small gasoline service station on the opposite side of the road from the cafe and museum. Born on September 9, 1890, near Henryville, Indiana, he left school at 12 to support his family. He held a wide variety of jobs as a farmhand, a soldier, railroader, secretary, insurance salesman, and ferry boat operator until 1930, when he arrived in Corbin. He moved his family into quarters behind the station and started pumping gas. This was then a main route to Florida from the north. Traffic slowed during the Great Depression, so Sanders, who enjoyed cooking, augmented his meager income by selling meals to tourists. His food was liked, his reputation grew, and his career as a restaurateur began. Our next day of exploring in Kentucky, we found ourselves at Cumberland Falls State Resort Park. This park is located in the Daniel Boone National Forest. Known as the Niagara of the South, Cumberland Falls State Resort Park is named after the largest waterfall south of the Niagara. 125 feet wide, the wall of water drops into a boulder-strewn gorge. If you visit when there's a full moon and a clear night, you can see a moonbow, which is a lunar rainbow that appears at the base of the waterfall, a phenomenon not found anywhere else in the Western Hemisphere. This is a great park for water sports enthusiasts as they offer whitewater rafting, canoeing, swimming, and fishing. There also are guided horseback trail rides and many trails for hiking. This was a beautiful park and we enjoyed our afternoon exploring there. After a day of exploring, we were starved, so we decided we'd get some takeout from Smokey Bear's. Their barbecue was highly rated, so we decided to try the ribs. They were delicious. We also got some brisket. It was moist and tender. And of course, you always have to have coleslaw. We decided on our last day in Kentucky to just relax and hang out by the pool at the KOA. To end our stay in Kentucky, we had one more night of barbecue from the back porch smokehouse. We had ribs, pulled pork, coleslaw, and pulled pork nachos, all of which were delicious. And to end our meal, we tried their homemade coconut custard pie, which was out of this world. Our summer surprise road trip is winding down, and our next destination found us at the Sunbury Columbus North KOA holiday in Sunbury, Ohio. We had a full hookup site here that included a deluxe patio, which was very nice with a polywood table and chairs with an umbrella, also a fire ring with 2 polywood rocking chairs. As you can see, Dave had to try out and enjoyed the zip line. This is a very large KOA with many amenities. You can stay overnight in that cabin attached to the truck. Look for the giant squirrel on the walking trails. Swim in the pool. The kids will love the splash pad. Go for a dip in the swimming pond. Or just enjoy a walk around the pond. Stay overnight in the woods in this cabin. Or just enjoy a beautiful sunset. The last destination in our summer surprise road trip was St. John's Evangelical Lutheran Church. This was a Harvest Host stop for us, and the first time for us staying at a church. It worked out great. They had a large, level, paved parking lot and lots of space for us. We also met a very kind neighbor who invited us to walk on the trail on his property. We enjoyed the afternoon walking around his pond, enjoying the lily pads that were in bloom, and just enjoying being out in nature and stretching our legs. What a great way to end our summer surprise road trip. We hope you have enjoyed coming along with us on our summer surprise road trip. If you enjoyed the content, please consider giving us a thumbs up.